Hey Kenny, congratulations! Nominated for an AI award, both with your company and also as a personality. And we all know you've been very busy over the past 5 years. We met when we started the data science community in 2014. So, what's up? What are you doing?
Yeah, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
We met at the big data community. We were pushing a lot of data science there, and now data science has just been booming a lot, right? It's just everywhere. So a bit about myself. I remember when we were doing the big data meetups. I was still working at university. I was doing a lot of data science and biotechnology there. But then I moved out into industry for like the last 6 years. And currently I'm leading an AI team at Impe in Ghent.
That's a mobile company, right?
We started 7, 8 years ago as a mobile company, but in the meanwhile we've been growing like hell. We're more than 100 people now.
Amazing.
120, I think so.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
We have an office in Leuven. We're doing international business, but we still have most people in Ghent.
Who do you work for? Who
So
are
in
your
the Pocket,
customers?
we are a digital product studio, and we have like 6, 7 completely autonomous teams, and they consist of a solution architect, QA engineer, software engineers, team lead, and we kind of make these teams available to companies like Colruyt and Barco, Bancontact, Peconic, BNP Paribas. And we kind of completely own the product development process. So we kind of are involved from the beginning, from the strategy, conceiving a product, designing it, building out a roadmap, product management. And once it's done, it's never done. We make it grow, we make it successful. Yeah. So we're involved in the complete pipeline of building digital products.
Is that what makes In the Pocket unique?
I really like the way of working there because the teams have a lot of autonomy, and it's really the interaction of different skills. So having, as a machine learning engineer, sitting next to a designer and a strategist or a mobile engineer, I know all about TensorFlow. But when I have to deploy these models in a mobile app, I'm very happy to have an experienced iOS developer next to me, so we can easily embed these models and machine learning things into products that end up in the hands of thousands and millions of users.
Yeah, and is it always the same technology stack you're using, or are there differences?
We're mostly in the Python TensorFlow stack because that's I think most production ready to deploy into cloud or to edge on mobile devices. So we're on that TensorFlow stack. Yeah.
And what's your role in the Pocket?
So as I said, In the Pocket exists for like 8 years, and we're really also now shifting into this AI and machine learning technologies into the products. So as I said, there are solution architects, software engineers, and more we're seeing data scientists, machine learning engineers, data engineers within these autonomous teams. So really, I'm kind of facilitating and introducing this data AI first mindset within these digital products, giving internal trainings, doing workshops, really digging into the teams with our existing clients to find AI opportunities there, bootstrapping new projects with new clients. So that's my role.
Driving AI and AI first mindset. So doing that, what are the challenges? So what's the most difficult part of that?
Well, within the company, I'm very lucky to have a lot of talented software engineers around me. Yeah. So it's not that hard within the company. I think outside the company with the existing clients, I think one of the challenges is often there that the use cases are not always on top of the backlog. The sense of urgency is not as high as I would hope as a machine learning engineer. I'm very enthusiastic about all these opportunities, but customers I completely understand them. They look at the next deadline, the next release, and if machine learning features are not on top of the backlog, the mindset is more, we'll see about that later. So the sense of urgency can be increased. It's more on the client side.
When you've done a full day of work, what makes your day? What makes you happy when you drive back home?
Well, motivation is about. We recently had a team trip, and we had a workshop about motivation, and that guy was talking. Motivation is all about play, purpose, and potential. So I think having fun at work is really important. Having good interactions, discussions, building stuff. Purpose, seeing that you're actually creating value for big companies, having an impact on big Belgian names like Colruyt and Barco is really nice. A potential is really seeing that you're enabling and building products that will create value for these companies in the future. And also, for myself, growing. I think that's really motivating me.
Yeah. When I called you a few months ago, you said that doing a workshop was something that you really would like to do.
Yeah.
Are you ready with your workshop? How far are you with the elaboration of it?
We already played it a couple of times with our clients, and we had a big workshop at West Volca Berko a couple of weeks ago with like 50 people there as well. We had a really good night. So the idea behind the workshop is that we, again, I'm inspired by a lot of strategists who also work at In the Pocket, and they're evangelizing design thinking, and that's all about really diverging, creating a lot of ideas and then converging again. It's like always representing this as a diamond shape. Go broad and then narrow down again. And so the workshop is really about this ideation, going broad, taking off all your predispositions, and it's about playing a game. It's called AI the game, and it forces you into taking up. You first with your team, you pick a company. Then you get a random perspective card. You can be the CEO or a customer or an employee or the personal manager. And then you just get a set of random, I think 4 or 5 machine learning task cards. This is like face recognition, sentiment analysis, user clustering, speech generation. And with these limited set of tasks from your perspective in this company, you have to come up with an idea and pitch it to the rest of your team.
Do you have to be technical to participate?
No. That's really the goal. We've played with business clients. It's really that's what I really like about the game is that it works for me as a machine learning engineer, but it also works for designers, for business people who don't know anything about machine learning. And why is that? Because for me, I've seen a lot of problems, and I have. If you say Netflix, you think recommendations, and that's just an association you make. It's an association bias. But if you don't have the recommendation cards, but you have to come up with something like speech generation in Netflix, what could they do if they can generate? I don't know. They have voice actors that can just pronounce my name and talk me through what would be the best movie for tonight, so I can have like a dialogue with the best voice I can. That fits me.
So people who participated on that game, what is their general feedback? What did they take home from that game?
It really worked well for them to generate a lot of ideas, and it doesn't. So if you're, for instance, just a group of 5 people and you played like 3 rounds, 4 rounds, you have just generated like 20 or 30 ideas. And if there are just 2 or 3 good ideas between them, it's just a 10% success rate. You have a very good hour, right?
Yeah.
So that's the general feedback. You just play it fast. You look at it from a different perspective. You just have a set of machine learning tasks that you might not have thought before that can be useful within a context, within a company. And one thing I haven't said, so why it's also useful for more business people. The game also comes with a set of value cards. It's like 10 value cards, and these are like prefab arguments. What makes a good AI case? For instance, there's a card frequency. Is this a task that you just do once a year, or it's something you do 10 times a day? If it's something 10 times a day, it's more valuable. Reach is just making my life happier, or it's making 1 million Belgians happier. That's a reach. Is it generating marketing value for your company? So these are like 10 value cards that help somebody in assessing the value of an AI idea.
That's amazing, Kenny. Kenny, thank you for driving AI into the corporate world.
Okay.
We're so happy that you're part of this year's DI Summit.
Okay.
We're looking forward to your workshop and see you on the 26th of June.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.